Good afternoon, Vineland High School softball fans. Welcome to the Coop here at Vineland High School as we are here for the Cape Atlantic League Championship game between your Fighting Clan and the visiting St. Joe's Wildcats. Brooklyn Lopez on the mound for Vineland. First pitch, down low for ball one. Leading things off for St. Joe's is Elena Dorsey. Misses for ball two. It's in there for strike one. 2-1 the count. Just misses, 3-1. Infield in. 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch from Lopez. Misses the zone, ball 4. And Dorsey goes to first with a leadoff walk for St. Joe's. That'll bring up Brooke Tyndale. It's down low. In the dirt. Bunt shown, down low, throw to second. Not in time. Dorsey picks up a stolen base. The 3-0 from Lopez. Finds the zone for strike one. Three and one. It's in there for a called strike. Lopez works the count back full. It fell into the glove of Devin Koya for out number 1. Hit to Frankie Celebri, throw to first in time. Dorsey moves to third. 1 pitch, 1 out to Riley Hunter, and that'll bring up Kaylin Marshall. Pitch in the dirt to Kaylin Marshall. 1-0 the count. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Swing and a miss. Great pitch from Lopez for strike one. It's outside. 2-1 the count. Hit on the ground to third, throw to first is in time, and that'll end the inning. One runner left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Vineland looking to get on the board first in this one here in the Cape Atlantic League Championship game. And welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the first inning here at Vineland High School. Your Fighting Clan getting set to hit for the first time in this Cape Atlantic League Championship game. Kyle Bennett here on the call with you. Brooklyn Lopez managed a scoreless top of the first. And now Frankie Celebri will lead things off for the Fighting Clan. 1-0 the count. Celebri fouls that one back. Elena Portalatin on the mound for St. Joe's. And Celebri goes down on strikes. Apparently pitch number one was a called strike. I'll bring up Lucy Day. First pitch to Day. In there for a called strike. Delayed signaling here from the home plate umpire. A quick turnaround for your Fighting Clan today as Lucy Day shows bunt. Pulls back and takes strike two. Fighting Clan played here just yesterday against the cross-county rival Millville Thunderbolts as the 0-2 pitch to Lucy Day is lifted in the air to right field, but underneath of it to make the catch is Lainey Giovinazzi for out number two. Vineland fell to the Thunderbolts yesterday 6-3, which snapped the Fighting Clan's 18-game winning streak coming into today's Cape Atlantic League Championship game. And now batting with 2 outs, Leah Mears. First pitch to Mears is slapped into the middle of the infielders for a base hit into shallow center field. So Vineland has their first base runner, which will bring up Devin Koya. First pitch to Koya. Taken inside for ball 1. Leah Mears, the runner at first. Misses the zone for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch. Mears goes to second to throw. Not in time, it goes into center field. Mears won't advance on the errant throw, but she will get to second on the stolen base, as Koya now faces a 2-1 count. Check swing went around, says the home plate umpire. 2-2 the count now to Devin Koya. Or Leah Koya, excuse me. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The delivery, swing and a miss. And that will end the inning. 1 runner left on base for the Fighting Clan. We'll head to the top of the second. Still scoreless here at the Coop. And welcome back, everybody. Kyle Bennett here on the call with you as we are here at Vineland High School for the Cape Atlantic League Championship game between your Fighting Clan and the visiting St. Joe's Wildcats. Brooklyn Lopez back out on the mound for her second inning of work. First pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Facing Elena Portalatin, her counterpart on the mound today. Misses just high, ball 2. Once hit on the ground to second. Hernandez throw to first in time for out number 1. Brings up Abby Willis. Outside for ball one. Outside ball two. That one's lifted in the air to right center field. Liam Mears tracking and gets under it for out number two. This brings up Maddie Powell. It's in the dirt for ball one. That one's lifted in the air to right center field again. Mears tracking. It's over her head and goes to the wall. Throw into second. Not in time. And a two-out double for Maddie Powell. Brings up Lainey Giovinazzi with a runner in scoring position. It's in there for a called strike. Two outs here in the top of the second. The 0-1 delivery from Lopez is in the dirt, blocked by Gomez. But Maddie Powell will advance to third. That one's outside, 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss. 2-2. That one's in there for a called strike. Lopez gets her looking. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Still tied up at 0-0. And welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the second inning here at Vineland High School. Kyle Bennett here on the call with you for this Cape Atlantic League Championship game between your Fighting Clan and St. Joe's. That one's up high for ball one. The 1-0 delivery is fouled back behind the screen. One and one the count now to Janaya Hernandez. The delivery in the dirt, 2-1. Hernandez takes ball 3. Three and 1 the count. The pitch from Porter Latin is lifted in the air to right center field, but the center fielder underneath of it is Elena Dorsey for out number 1. Fouled back right over my head here. The 0-1, up high, ball 1. The 1-1 pitch. In there for a called strike. The 1-2 gets a piece of it and into right field, but thrown out at first is Natalia Ponce. Just shallow enough for Lainey Giovinazzi to get it into first for the out. I'll bring up Kashfi Patel. Hit on the ground to Porter Latin and thrown to first in time for out number 3. We will head to the top of the third inning, still scoreless here in this Cape Atlantic League Championship game, but don't go anywhere. You're watching Varsity Softball on the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel. And welcome back, everybody, to the Coop here at Vineland High School. Kyle Bennett on the call with you for this Cape Atlantic League Championship game between your Fighting Clan of Vineland and the St. Joe's Wildcats. Still scoreless as we get this top of the third inning underway. Brooklyn Lopez on the mound for Vineland. First pitch, just high, ball one. To Bella Ramos. The next pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 the count. That one's lifted in the air to right field. Lucy Day tracking and under it. Makes the catch with ease for out number one. Brings Elena Dorsey back up for her second at bat. That one misses for ball one. That one's in there for a called strike. Field playing in. That one misses according to the home plate umpire. 2-1 the count. Two balls, one strike. One away here in the top of the third. A pitch from Lopez, swing and a miss. Count now even at 2-2. It's fouled down the first baseline. Count remains 2-2. Won't be able to see it on camera, but behind me here from our broadcast vantage point, St. Joe's has some bullpen action as Dorsey lifts that one to center field, but Leah Mears is under it to make the catch for out number two. Maddie Powell warming up in the St. Joe's bullpen. As Brooke Tyndale comes up for her second at bat. Great pitch from Lopez in there for a called strike. Outside, 1-1 the count. It's hit on the ground to short just by the diving Frankie Celebri into left field for a base hit for Brooke Tyndale. Bring up Riley Hunter. Pitch to Hunter, in there for strike one. The 0-1, low and outside, 1-1 the count. 1-1 delivery from Lopez. Swing and a miss. Count now 1-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the third. The 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Ponce can't make the play on it. And Hunter will be safe with an infield hit. Runners now first and second. Ava Starr, the courtesy runner for St. Joe's at first. Brings up Kaylin Marshall. Runners on first and second for St. Joe's. A little bit of trouble here for Brooklyn Lopez for the first time in this contest. First pitch, swing and a miss. Good deception there from Lopez. Puts the count to 0-1. The 0-1 delivery is in there for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. The payoff pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-2 pitch from Brooklyn Lopez. Swing and a miss. Gets her swinging to end the inning. 2 runners left on base for St. Joe's. Vineland escapes a little trouble here in the top of the third inning. We'll head to the bottom of the third inning. Still scoreless here at the Coop. And welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the third inning about to get underway as Avery Gomez will lead things off for the Fighting Clan. So we are still scoreless here in this Cape Atlantic League Championship game between your Fighting Clan of Vineland and the St. Joe's Wildcats. St. Joe's did have some bullpen action during the top of the third, but Porter Latin will stay on the mound as Gomez fouls that one back. The 0-1 pitch to Avery Gomez. In there for a called strike. It's now 0-2. The 0-2 delivery is up high for ball 1. The 1-2 pitch. And Gomez goes down looking for the first out here in the bottom of the third. That'll bring up Brooklyn Lopez. Lopez takes ball one. Misses for ball two. One in there for strike one. 2-1 the count now to Brooklyn Lopez. The next pitch, hit on the ground to first. Swallowed up by Maddie Powell's glove for out number two. Back to the top of the lineup for the Fighting Clan as Frankie Celebri digs in for her second at bat. It's fouled back behind the screen. Celebri slaps that one into left field for a base hit. So that brings up Lucy Day. Celebri, the runner at first. Lucy Day fouls that one back to the screen. Two outs here in the bottom of the third, still scoreless. The 0-1 delivery. It's down low for ball one. Lucy Day swings and misses for strike two. Count now 1-2. Celebri, the runner at first. Lucy Day now showing bunt to draw the infield in. She pulls back, swings, lifts that one foul over the St. Joe's visiting bleachers. Count remains 1-2. Day shows bunt. Pulls back. Gets a piece of it, and it trickles into left field for a base hit. Vineland now with two runners on here in the bottom of the third. For Leah Mears. Mears was in this exact spot yesterday against the visiting Millville Thunderbolts. And all she did was launch a no doubt about it 3-run home run deep to center field. Let's see if she can replicate her successes of yesterday here in this at-bat. The first pitch to Mears. Misses for ball 1. Celebrity, the runner at second. Lucy Day, the runner at first. The 1-0 pitch to Mears is in there for a called strike. The 1-1 is lifted in the air, and it's going to drop in for extra bases all the way to the wall. Mears pulls into second. Lucy Day rounding home, and a 2 RBI double for Leah Mears here in the bottom of the third inning gives your Fighting Clan a 2-0 lead over St. Joe's. And now with Mears on second, that'll bring up Leah Koya. Swing and a miss on the first pitch to Koya. Leah Mears continues to deliver for this Fighting Clan softball team, game in and game out. The 0-1 to Koya, swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a fresh 2-0 lead for your Fighting Clan. The 0-2 to Koya. Swing and a miss. Koya goes down swinging, but not before your Fighting Clan take a 2-0 lead on a 2 RBI double from Leah Mears to break the scoreless tie. We'll head to the top of the 4th. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Varsity Softball on the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel. And welcome back, everybody. 4th inning about to get underway here at the Coop at Vineland High School. Kyle Bennett here on the call with you for this Cape Atlantic League Championship game. As your Fighting Clan just took a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the 3rd on a 2 RBI double from Leah Mears. That scored Frankie Celebrity and Lucy Day. Brooklyn Lopez back out on the mound for Vineland. Hit on the ground to Celebrity, throw to first in time for out number 1 as Porter Latin is retired. Brings up Abby Willis. One's lifted in the air to right field. Lucy Day is there to make the catch for out number 2. One pitch, one out for Lopez facing Willis. That'll bring up Maddie Powell. Top of the third, she was warming up in the bullpen, so we may see her on the mound at some point in this game potentially. First pitch from Lopez to Powell. In there for strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Just outside for ball one. Two and one the count. The pitch lifted in the air. Lucy Day tracking. And she's under it for out number 3. An easy inning for Brooklyn Lopez. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Vineland still lead 2-0. And welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the fourth inning here at the Coop at Vineland High School for the Cape Atlantic League Championship game here on the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel. Kyle Bennett here on the call with you as your Fighting Clan have a 2-0 lead as we start this bottom of the fourth. That one's lifted in the air, foul, right over my head. And 1 to Natalia Ponce. That one hits Ponce and she'll take her base. Or excuse me, that was Janiyah Hernandez. Pardon me there. Always difficult to see the white numbers on the white jerseys. Nonetheless, Hernandez hit by the pitch. She's the runner at first. Bunt shown, bunt thrown down, and a perfect sacrifice bunt by the aforementioned Natalia Ponce. Moves Janiyah Hernandez to second on the sacrifice bunt. Brings up Kashvi Patel. First pitch to Patel. Finds the zone for strike one. Runner in scoring position with only one out here in the bottom of the fourth. Vineland looking to add to their 2-0 lead. Gets hit on the ground to first, gobbled up by Maddie Powell for out number 2. Hernandez advances to third. That'll bring up Avery Gomez with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. The first pitch to Gomez is taken for strike 1. Gomez lifts that in the air to right field, but it will be out number 3 to end the inning. 1 runner left on base. We'll head to the top of the 5th, Vineland with a 2-0 lead. Next pitch lifted, foul, just out of the reach of Koya at first base. Lady Giovinazzi with a 1-1 count now here in the top of the 5th. Facing Brooklyn Lopez. The 1-1. Down low, ball 2. Fouled off. Count even 2-2. In the dirt, count now full. Lopez looking to navigate through her 5th inning of work here in this Cape Atlantic League Championship game. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and over the head of Ponce into shallow right field for a base hit. As Laney Giovinazzi with a leadoff single. Brings up Bella Ramos. Bunt shown, goes foul. The 0-1 pitch. It's hit by a diving Frankie Celebri into deep left field. And Bella Ramos pulls into second with a double that puts 2 runners in scoring position for Elena Dorsey in the top of the lineup for St. Joe's. As Coach Mike Reed heads out to the mound to talk things over with Lopez and the infield. So with nobody out here in the top of the 5th, Lopez will face Dorsey and 2 runners in scoring position for St. Joe's. Misses for ball 1. In the dirt, ball 2. Three and 0 the count. The 3-0 pitch from Lopez. Up high, Dorsey draws a 4-pitch walk to load the bases with nobody out here in the top of the 5th. That'll bring up Brooke Tyndale. Tyndale hits it on the ground to Celebri, throw home, throw to first. They get the lead runner and prevent a run from scoring, but the bases remain loaded with 1 out. That'll bring up Riley Hunter, a great throw from Celebri home to prevent the run from scoring. Hernandez playing in. One's in the dirt, ball 1. And finds the zone for strike 1. Lopez certainly needed that one. Trying to navigate through this chaos here. The 1-1 pitch from Lopez. High and outside, ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Bases are loaded. The pitch from Lopez. Lifted foul. Hernandez scoops it up, prevents runners from advancing. And Janiyah Hernandez with a key out here in the top of the 5th to make it 2 outs with the bases loaded. That brings up Kaylin Marshall. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Bases are loaded for St. Joe's. It's hit on the ground softly. Miscommunication. A run will score. Lopez was letting it go by. Hernandez didn't realize it. Kalen Marshall has an infield RBI single to make this a 2-1 Vineland lead. I'll bring up Elena Portalatin. First pitch from Lopez. It's hit in the air to right field for a base hit. 1 run will score. Another run coming around home. Hernandez didn't realize it. Couldn't get the ball out of her glove. And St. Joe's take a 3-2 lead here in the top of the 5th. Some defensive miscommunication here with 2 outs. As Mike Reed will make a pitching change as Lopez will exit. Janiyah Hernandez will take to the mound. And Kashvi Patel will come in to play second base for Hernandez. Hernandez came in relief of yesterday's game for Patel. Now we'll warm up and look to get 1 out here in the top of the 5th. With the Fighting Clan now trailing 3-2 and runners on the corners for St. Joe's. The first pitch from Hernandez is lifted in the air in foul territory. Koya scoops it up. 1 pitch, 1 out. Hernandez ends the 5th, but not before St. Joe's take a 3-2 lead and bounce Brooklyn Lopez from this game as the starting pitcher. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Vineland has some work to do, trailing by 1. Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the fifth inning here at the Coop. Kyle Bennett here on the broadcast with you. St. Joe's in the top of the fifth took a 3-2 lead as Porter Latin back out on the mound for St. Joe's, facing Brooklyn Lopez. Lopez fouls that one. Looked like off her foot, but stays fair. And a ground out to first for out number one. That'll bring up Frankie Celebri. Celebri takes strike one. Vineland trailing 3-2 as St. Joe's had a bevy of hits and a couple defensive miscues by Vineland's infield defense led to a 2-0 lead being a 3-2 deficit. The 0-2. Celebri lifts that into right field, but into the glove of Lane Giovinazzi for out number two, which will bring up Lucy Day. First pitch high and outside for ball one. Not sure if Lucy Day got a piece of that one nonetheless. She swung, it didn't go forward, and that is strike one. Leah Mears waits on deck. Lucy Day lifts that one into foul territory down the left field line. Giovinazzi is under it to end the inning. No runs, no hits. We'll head to the top of the sixth. St. Joe's still leading 3-2. And welcome back, everybody. Top of the 6th inning here at the Coop at Vineland High School. Your Fighting Clan trailing 3-2 here in this Cape Atlantic League Championship game. Janiyah Hernandez back out on the mound. She came in relief in the top of the 5th. Brooklyn Lopez now at first base. Lifted foul, out of play. It's up high, 3-2 the count. In the dirt, ball 4. And a leadoff walk for Maddie Powell. Brings up Lainey Giovinazzi. The runner on first here in the top of the 6th. Go to first. In time. Great infield work there by Vineland. Powell advances to second. One and 0 the count with one out here in the top of the 6th. That one gets away. And Powell advances to third. The 2-0. In there for strike 1. It's hit on the ground. Lopez tries to flip home. Runner is safe. St. Joe's double their lead to 4-2. First pitch up high. The 1-0. This is for ball 2 to Dorsey. It's in there for strike one. Up high, ball three. And another walk for Elena Dorsey. Mike Reed heads out to the mound. This game started off very promising for Vineland as Leah Mears drove in the first 2 runs of the game with a 2 RBI double. But Vineland haven't been able to plate any other runners since. They've had chances with base runners. And once again, back-to-back days, late in games, they've surrendered close leads. Pitch to Brooke Tyndale is fouled back behind the clubhouse. Two runners on for St. Joe's here with 1 out in the top of the 6th. Throw to third. Is in time for out number 2. Dorsey moves to second. But now 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. And a 1-1 count to Brooke Tyndale. Fouled that one back to the fence. 1-2 the count. It's fouled back. Tyndale stays alive. Count stays 1-2. Swing and a miss. Hernandez gets out of the inning, but St. Joe's double up the lead. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th as Vineland trail 4-2. Welcome back, everybody. Kyle Bennett here on the call with you here at the Coop at Vineland High School as your Fighting Clan trailing 4-2 against the visiting St. Joe's Wildcats here in this Cape Atlantic League Championship game. Leah Mears will lead things off. She's driven in Vineland's only 2 runs in this game with a 2 RBI double earlier this afternoon. First pitch from Port Latin misses for ball 1. Mears takes strike 1. Down in the dirt. 2-1 the count. High and outside, ball 3. Three and 1 the count to the ever so dangerous Leah Mears. Mears lifts that one into center field. And Dorsey is under it for out number 1. Ariana Ware will now be the hitter. First at bat for Ware in this ball game. Up high, ball 1. And misses the zone for ball 2. It's in there for strike 1. The 2-1 pitch to Ware. Home plate umpire says she went around. It's 2-2. Ware goes down swinging for out number 2. That'll bring up Janiyah Hernandez. Tying outside for ball 1. Hernandez splits the gap in right center field. That's going to go all the way to the dirt. Hernandez slides into second safely with a 2-out double here for the Fighting Clan. Which will bring up Natalia Ponce, who represents the tying run. Courtesy runner for Vineland is Jazz Cruz at second base. First pitch to Natalia Ponce. This is the zone for ball one. Cruz the runner at second. Running for Hernandez, the 1-0. Hit on the ground to short, throw to first is in time. And that'll end the inning. We'll head to the top of the seventh. Vineland trail 4-2. And welcome back, everybody, to the Coop here at Vineland High School. Top of the seventh inning here in this Cape Atlantic League Championship game between your Fighting Clan and the visiting St. Joe's Wildcats. Wildcats with a 4-2 lead as we head into this top of the seventh inning. Janaya Hernandez delivers the first pitch. It's in there for strike one. Vineland had a 2-0 lead for most of this ball game, and then the top of the fifth inning rolled around, and St. Joe's got to work and scored 3 runs, and then in the top of the sixth scored another to double up their lead. As Hernandez now with an 0-2 count against Riley Hunter. It's lifted in the air in foul territory, but out of play. The 0-2. in there for strike 3. And the first out here in the top of the 7th. And K. Giovinazzi will be the batter here. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Vineland will bat in the bottom of the 7th. Next pitch from Hernandez misses up high for ball 1. In the dirt, through the legs of Avery Gomez. 2-1 the count. The 2-1, up high, ball 3. Swing and a miss, count now full. And misses on ball 4. Puts Giovinazzi at first base. To bring up Elena Portalatin. One out here in the top of the 7th. It's fouled back behind the St. Joe's dugout. Hit on the ground to short. Celebri throws to second. Patel to first. In time for the double play. And that'll end the inning. A little double play. Positive vibes there to boost the energy of the Fighting Clan as they head to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for Vineland here as they trail 4-2. Welcome back, everybody, to the Coop here at Vineland High School. Kyle Bennett on the call with you as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Kashfi Patel will lead things off for your Fighting Clan as they trail 4-2 here in the Cape Atlantic League Championship game against the visiting St. Joe's Wildcats. The first pitch to Patel is fouled and out of play into the St. Joe's dugout. Patel puts it on the ground to third. Third baseman has trouble handling it, and Patel is safe at first with an infield single. Which will bring up Avery Gomez. Patel, the runner at first. First pitch to Gomez is in there for a called strike. That one's in the dirt. Patel, good base running, moves to second. One and one the count to Avery Gomez, who represents the tying run. It's in there for strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One's up high and outside, ball 2. Gomez hits it to short. Patel moves to third. And a productive out for Avery Gomez as Kashfi Patel is at third base now with only 1 out. Which brings up Brooklyn Lopez. High and outside for ball 1. Lopez hits that one fouled on the first baseline. One and one the count to Brooklyn Lopez. Lopez hits it on the ground to the pitcher. Looks Patel back to third. And Lopez thrown out at first for out number 2. And now with 2 outs, brings up Frankie Celebri with a runner at third. And as her walk-up music indicates, she's trying to turn her swag on and turn this into a 4-4 ball game for the Fighting Clan. Now misses the zone. 1-0 the count to Celebri. Frankie Celebri lifts that to center. And Elena Dorsey is under it. And that will end the ball game. And the St. Joe's Wildcats are your 2025 Cape Atlantic League champions. They storm back in the top of the 5th to score 3 runs. They add on another in the top of the 6th after Vineland took a 2-0 lead early in this ball game. And St. Joe's will come in to Vineland High School and walk away with a 4-2 victory and the Cal Championship title. A hard-fought effort for your Fighting Clan, just not enough run production in this one to come away victorious. And after an 18-game winning streak, Vineland fall to Millville yesterday, 6-3, and fall to St. Joe's here this afternoon by a final score of 4-2 in the Cal Championship game. Big thank you to everybody who tuned in to this afternoon's Cape Atlantic League Championship game broadcast. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/@VLDSchoolsTV, so you don't miss out on any broadcasts throughout the school district for the remainder of this school year and school years upcoming. A big thank you to Doug Diola and our entire production team for making this afternoon's championship game broadcast possible. I'm Kyle Bennett. Once again, your final score, St. Joe's 4, Vineland 2. Congratulations to St. Joe's on the Cal Championship title. We'll see you on the next one, but until then, have a safe and wonderful evening, and as always, go Vineland.